Well, I'm Jim Cunningham. I am a constable, which is an elected position for the town. There are 3 other constables in town. In the beginning, in colonial days, constables were more important than today, I feel. They were the police, if you will, whereas today we're not even related to police as such. A constable does have powers of arrest. I choose not to use that power. For the best description, I would say, as a constable, I'm a messenger of the court, or an agent of the court, if you will. And most of my work is to serve papers to whoever is needed, usually a summons, could be notices, for example, an eviction notice or anything like that. But most of them are summonses to court. The other function I have is whenever we have town meeting or an election, my duty is, or a constable's duty is to post those warrants for the, whether it be a meeting or an election. And I also would be, if you will, an officer at the election, just to make sure everything is done correctly.
So I know that, I understand that your father was a constable too, right?
And my grandfather. It's gone on for several traditions. I'm not even sure, I don't remember. I know I've been a constable for probably 30 or more years. My dad had been a constable for a long time, and so was my grandfather, and so on back down.
So it's almost, it's like a family tradition.
It seems to have become that, yes.
So I know that you also do other things in that. I know you're the constable, but don't you, people have questions. I know that when we've gone on stories, like people had a question, they talk to you because you know everybody in the town.
There's nothing really to do with the job, though. I guess it's more the reputation I've gotten, that people know that I can answer a lot of questions, and if I don't, and if I don't have that answer, at least I know who to check with. And to me, it's very important. If you ask me a question and I don't know, yes, I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll find out. And I work very hard to make sure I do find out and get back to you with that answer. And because I've done that for people, they've come to respect that, if you will.
That's cool. That's cool, because I know that when everybody sees it, they know exactly who it is with the hat. Talk a little about the hat. Why did you? I know your story, but why do you end up wearing the hat?
Well, I worked for the state, for the highway department for many, many years. And nearing the end of my tenure, I became in charge of whole areas. And that's an important position because, for example, at a crisis scene, whether it be an accident or a disaster or whatever, I was the person that had to negotiate with the police, the fire department, and anyone else to make the job go smoothly. And I needed to be recognizable. Everybody in the world wears a baseball cap. A lot of people call it a cowboy hat. I would call it more of a fedora. It's kind of a mix, I guess, between the two. But I like them. They're made out of wool. They get wet. They maintain their shape. This one is, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. And I've got a brand new one at home. I hate to wear it. It's just, this is like just an old friend, if you will. But the unique part about it is, yes, I am recognizable. They see the hat, they know who it is. So it's sort of has become a trademark to me, I guess.